So when it's time for the domesticated man to wake up from this amnesia, this kind of sleeping states, this avoidance of recognizing their own strength and their own power. Because as we were young, we all have experienced things, whether it be emotional neglect, abuse, aggression, violence, injustice, the name goes on and on and on. Those who have been raised in a very safe, comfortable, protected way, they probably go through the life as they were being told how they should be living their life. But those who have experienced injustice, for example, they get in a different kind of states. They feel to respond with anger, with frustration, with agitation, with aggression or violence. But do we really resolve it? Probably not. So what do? We should try to cover it up layer by layer by layer by layer of conditioning from our outside world. We go through school, we get a degree, we get a job, we get a better job, we climb the corporate ladder, we're being told what to do, we get married, we get a wife, we get more, we hear more what we need to do, what not to do, how to do things, when to do things, and the list goes on and on and on. And before we know it, we want to, maintain the peace in the household and become a pleaser, a people pleaser. But deep down, we still have this little boy that has once experienced a rage and anger, but it's not doing that much with it. It's still there, but buried deep underneath many layers of societal conditioning and external expectation on how to be a good man. Forget about your dreams, forget about your goals. Just live within the lines of how it always has been and how it should be. But here's the thing. What is leading into is kind of like a numbness. We cannot feel really that much of the warrior or the hunter who gets out, who fights for his freedom and who feel accomplished by the end of the day. No, we don't feel like that. We also don't experience what it's like really to be the king who builds empires, legacies, communities, who's looking after their people, for example, who owns his own leadership capabilities, who is leading his own life in the way that he thinks is the best for him. Now, the domesticated man has completely neglected all of that primal force that makes him connected with his own essence, connected with his masculine essence of wanting to be free, independent, to experience adventure. Now what we do is we numb down that pain, this agitation, with mind-numbing distractions and addictions. And in the modern world there are plenty of them. Video games, scrolling, porn, the list goes on and on and on. It is all there at your fingertips. To become more numb is to don't feel what it's like to be a free man, to feel a sense of purpose, joy, satisfaction, fulfillment, be connected of a soul tribe, of a brotherhood, who go out there together, hunt together in packs. No, they choose to be the lone wolf, because that is where it is safe, it's comfortable, it's convenient, and all of it. Men are living very, very individualistic, isolated, lonely lives, because they do not feel connected really with the world we are supposed to be part of. But yet we cannot really seem to fully answer that deep inner calling of what's there left for us to accomplish, to connect and to align. Life is not just only about the hustle, the grind, but maybe also about hunting for something greater, a different kind of alignment and coherence with our masculine soul and essence. Now, if you have once experienced that, if you could relate to this, it's good, we are on a similar page, because that's the journey, of course, of the king, the warrior, but also the journey of the magician and the lover. And when you feel like you have moments, like sometimes you get these triggers from the outside world, your boss is telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, when you feel like, you know, I'm not supposed to be here in the first place, but I don't really know what else I should be doing. So I go for safety and security, comfort, convenience, but it is eating me from the inside out. And every time when he tells me what I should be doing, when I know within my soul I'm meant for something more greater, you feel this agitation. You want to fucking smash his brains out. It's true or not? Maybe you kind of feel this or experience this and more, but we don't. We don't answer because we are supposed to be good men, domesticated men. We don't get in touch really with what it is that really makes us upset, what makes us feel agitated, frustrated, anger. We don't answer to the call of aggression and violence. But not answering the call, guess what it's doing? It's still there. And you get triggered, whatever the trigger is. A long waiting queue in a supermarket because you need to go for the checkouts. You get agitated. Some Karen grandma is telling you what to do, what not to do, how to hurry up, and you give yourself 21, 22, 23, but if I don't go to 23 fast enough, I feel like fucking smashing your brains out. Something like that, something within these lines. So what do we do? What do we do with all this stored, hidden, buried anger that is still there, layer for layer for layer, like an onion? You peel the onion, what is left eventually? The core. What exists within the core? Nothing. What is the nothing? Everything. What is everything? Our essence that is connected with beyond what our 5 basic senses can perceive of our external physical reality. What is the space between the physical reality and different kind of vibration, different kind of energy? We can connect with that. We are part of that. This is what we want to feel, what we want to connect with. It is part of who we are. It's to feel connected, guided by the divine, whatever the divine means for you. Maybe you're also on the path of reconnecting with the European spiritual, cultural heritage. Connect with the ancient world of the gods, the deities, worshipped by our ancestors. It's not only about ancestral healing of all the bad things that once happened within our life and past lives and all of it. Sure, important. But on top of that, we can also go through ancestral developments. Now here's the kicker. Especially men with ADHD, you know, although that's a label for dysfunctional people who can't go along with the system that has been created for them. No, people with ADHD are much closer, much connected with the essence and the spirits of their ancestors, of their hunter-gatherers. ADHD people have a hunter-gatherer brain and minds. They're always for the lookouts. Danger, opportunity. It's part of our essence. But also ADHD, ancestral development and healing disassociation, as we do not feel associated with the world around us. No, we are here to create a new kind of framework for ourselves. This is our spiritual leadership. What comes first is to go freaking berserk, diving into our emotional layers of all our anger and garbage and frustrations and sadness and the injustice we have experienced, the abuse, the neglect of that makes us feel disconnected, isolated, lonely, and have created all these kind of dysfunctional patterns right now, is to reconnect with that, tune into this rage in a controlled way that we can convert in a soul-driven purpose and alignment, because we need to tune into this aggression to be focused as a warrior to fight for what we want in this world. And this is exactly what I want to organize. I will begin by organizing online live workshops, connecting with the essence of our berserker, hunter-gatherer, warrior kind of essence. Not because we have a war to fight with melee weapons, axes and all of that. No, we have a different war to fight. That is in here. The minds, the spirits, the soul. The soul is already whole and completed, but it's buried very deep down through layers of conditioning. So that what needs to be healed so we can further move forward into our developments and connect with our masculine essence and connect with the 4 divine archetype of masculine energy: the warrior, the king, the magician and the lover. So we can become better lovers as well for our wife, girlfriends, partners, whatever it is you want to hook up with. Anyway, I will leave it with this. Does any of this resonate with you? Please let me know. Simply drop a comment below and stay tuned, as I will be launching these live events and live workshops very quickly, very soon, where we can come together as a soul tribe of men, warriors, who want to conquer the inner worlds, overcome their own inner demons, integrate the shadow, and to create that coherence within themselves. Because that's the battle of the modern world 2025 and moving beyond. The world of psychological spiritual warfare, and we are here to win it. So this is the invitation for you to come here and battle and go on this conquest together, and let's align with these shamanic practices and ceremonies so we can explore this deep, vast inner world that still lies hidden within ourselves. Alright, hope it was helpful. Look forward to see you on one of my next videos. Take care for now. Bye bye.